kindergartners. I hope you guys are having a great day today. My name is Miss Shlor, and today we are going to be working on our Foundations Phonics. We have been working on sounding out words, writing words, practicing our letters and sounds, and skywriting and writing our letters. And we're going to continue to do all of those things today. Remember that every time you come to one of these videos, you are going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. So you want to grab those materials before you sit down at our video. If you need to, go ahead and go grab those materials quickly so you can come back to our video for today. We are going to go ahead and just get started right away. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to practice sounding out or stretching out our sounds. So I'm going to say it, and then I'll point at you, and that means that you repeat after me. And don't forget that I also do some movements to go with our letters, and you can copy those movements with me as well. Z, zebra, Z. K, kite, K. B, bat, B. L, lamp, O. W, wind, W. P, pan, P. O, octopus, ah. U, up, I, itch, I. A, apple, a. E, ed, e. And those are all of our letters that we're going to do today. I hope you guys were able to follow along with me and repeat after me when I pointed at you. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to practice skywriting and writing our letters that we just sounded out on our board. So this is where you're going to need your piece of paper and your pencil. So how this is going to work is you are just going to watch me first, and I'm going to show you how to skywrite it. So you're just going to watch and listen. Then we're going to take our pencils and we're going to write it together on our paper. And then at the very end, we will practice skywriting it together. So first you watch and listen, then we write together, and then we skywrite together. The first letter that we're going to do is the letter B, bat, B. So just watch and listen first. Point to the skyline, go down to the grass line, trace back up to the plane line, and around the grass line. B, bat, B. Okay, now we're going to take our pencils and we are going to practice writing them together. So I'm going to pause in between each of the sayings and you are going to repeat after me. So point to the skyline, go down to the grass line, trace back up to the plane line, and around to the grass line. B, bat, B. Okay, now we're going to take our super straight arms. Remember, we don't want any T-Rex arms because then it's hard to tell where we're pointing. And it's better if we have super straight arms because it helps us say and helps us remember what letter we are writing if our arms are straight. So we're going to say it together this time. Point to the skyline, go down to the grass line, trace back up to the plane line, and around to the grass line. B, bat, B. Great job, my friends. We are going to erase our letter B and move right along to our next letter. Watch and listen first. Point to the plane line, go down to the worm line, trace back up to the plane line, and curve all the way around back to the grass line. P, pan, p. Great job. Let's go ahead and take our pencils and you're going to repeat after me. Point to the plane line, go down to the worm line, trace back up to the plane line, and curve all the way around to the grass line. P, pan, p. Okay, now let's take our super straight arms and skywrite it. Point to the plane line, go down to the worm line, trace back up to the plane line, and curve all the way around to the grass line. P, pan. Okay, we are going to erase our letter P, and our next letter that we are going to practice is the letter K, kite, k. Just watch and listen first. Point to the skyline, go all the way down to the grass line, point to the plane line and leave a space, slide over and touch your tall line, and slide back to the grass line. K, kite, k. Okay, let's go ahead and take our pens and practice writing it together. Repeat after me. Point to the skyline, go all the way down to the grass line, point to the plane line but leave a space, slide over and touch your tall line, and slide back to the grass line. K, kite, k. Okay, let's take our super straight arms and practice skywriting it. Point to the skyline, go all the way down to the grass line, point to the plane line but leave a space, slide back to touch your tall line, and slide back to the grass line. K, kite, k. Awesome job, my friends. Let's go ahead and erase that letter. And we have three more letters to go. Our next letter is W, wind, W. So you're watching and listening first. Point to the plane line, slide down to the grass line, slide up to the plane line, slide down to the grass line, slide up to the plane line. W, wind, W. Okay, let's take our pencils now and we are going to write it together. So repeat after me. Point to the plane line, slide down to the grass line, slide up to the plane line, slide down to the grass line, slide up to the plane line. W, wind, W. Okay, now let's take our super straight arms and practice skywriting it together. Try and say the words with me this time. Point to the plane line, slide down to the grass line, slide up to the plane line, slide down to the grass line, slide up to the plane line. W, wind, W. Awesome job. Let's go ahead and erase that letter and move right along to our next letter, which is L, lamp, O. Watch and listen first. Point to the skyline, go down to the grass line and stop. L, lamp, O. Okay, now let's take our pencils and write it together. Point to the skyline, go down to the grass line and stop. L, lamp, O. Okay, now let's take our super straight arms and skywrite it. Point to the skyline, go down to the grass line and stop. L, lamp, O. Awesome job, my friends. Let's erase the letter L and do our last letter, which is Z, zebra, Z. Watch and listen first. Point to the plane line, go back on the plane line, slide back to the grass line, then go on the grass line. Z, zebra, Z. Okay, for our last letter, let's get our pencils and write it together. You're going to repeat after me. Point to the plane line, go back on the plane line, slide back to the grass line, then go on the grass line. Z, zebra, zzz. Awesome job, my friends. I know we can make it to the very last step. We are going to use our super straight arms to skywrite it. Point to the plane line, go back on the plane line, slide back to the grass line, go on the grass line. Z, zebra, zzz. Awesome job, my friends. That was a lot of hard work. I want you to give yourself a pat on the back. I know my arm's tired, so that must mean that yours is tired too. The next thing that we are going to do is we're going to play a little game before we do our last activity. And this game is where I'm going to say a sound of a part of our body, and then you're going to stand up and point to that part that starts with the sound. And then I'll give you about 5 seconds to do that, and then I'll tell you the part of my body that I was thinking of. So our first sound, that part of our body with the sound that I'm thinking of is it starts with the sound 5, 4, 3. Okay, hopefully you're pointing to your part of your body that starts with the sound. There's actually multiple parts of your body that starts with the sound. The part that I was thinking of was my hand. Hand starts with the sound. But you could also have pointed to your head. Head starts with the sound. The next part of my body that I'm thinking of starts with the sound. It starts with the sound. 5, 0. The part of my body that I was thinking of that starts with the sound was my foot, all the way on the ground. My foot starts with the sound. Okay, we're going to do one more. And the part of my body that I am thinking of starts with the sound. It starts with the sound. 5, 0. The part of my body that starts with the sound was my stomach. My stomach starts with a sound. Awesome job, my friends. I hope you guys were able to point to the different parts of your body that I was thinking of. The last activity that we are going to do today is we are going to tap out and read some words. So I'm going to put a word up on our board, and then we're going to do the first one together, and then you are going to do the other ones on your own and try and read these 3-letter words. Okay, I'm going to build our first word. Okay, and then we're going to take our hands, and we want our hands to be up by our heads, like we are going to give someone a high five. And then we're going to use our 3 fingers to tap out and blend the word together so we can read it. So we're going to do this first one together. I'm going to point, and we are going to tap together. So your hand is up, and you are tapping with me. Wet. Okay, we're going to tap it out one more time. Wet. Wet. Did you hear the word? Think in your head, what's our word? Our word was wet. So we tapped out our words, our sounds, we blended it together, we used our big smart brains to think of that word that we might have heard, and then I'm going to tell you what word it is. So I'm going to put this word back, and we are going to do our next word, and our next word starts with the letter Z. Okay, and now this time I'm going to point and tap my fingers, but I'm not going to use my voice this time. I want you to try and tap it out on your own and see if you can figure out what the word is. So here we go. How about you tap it out one more time? Okay, now I'm going to tap it out and I want you to see if you know what the word is. Zap. Our word was zap. Were you able to read it? I hope you tried your very hardest. Remember, you don't always have to get it right, but I just want you to try your hardest to tap them out as I'm pointing, because when we practice, we get better at reading and writing, and that's all we are trying to do. Our next word is going to start with the letter L. Okay, now I'm going to point and tap, and you are going to say the sounds and tap with me. Tap it out one more time. Okay, I want you to think in your head of that word while I tap it out. O, a, p, lap. Think in your head. Our word was lap, like you are sitting on someone's lap. Awesome job. We are going to do 2 more words. And our next word is going to start with the letter B. Okay, elbows up and hand next to your head. You're going to tap while I point. Let's tap it out one more time. Okay, now I'm going to say it and I want you to think of that word. Bug. Bug. Think of the word that you hear. The word that is on our board is bug. Like there is a bug flying around the room. Okay, we have one more word today. And our last word is going to start with the letter P. Okay, elbows up by your head, and you are going to say the sounds as you tap. Tap it out one more time. Okay, think of that word while I tap it out this time. Owl, pal. Think of that word that you hear. The word that is on our board is pal, like you are my pal, another word for a friend. Okay, that is all of the activities that we have for today. If you want to keep practicing this, you could ask your mom or dad if they can give you a 3-letter word that you can tap out on your own. And you can also, if you're reading at home every day, you can look in your books and you can practice tapping out words in your books too and try reading them on your own. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!
Hi, boys and girls. My name is Ms. Zhang, and I am a kindergarten teacher at Silver Lake Elementary School here in Federal Way. I am here to do a kindergarten math lesson with you all, so thank you for joining me. Let's get started. All right, let's get into our calendar talk for today. Let's see, we are still in the same month as we were last time that we chatted. Does anyone remember what our month is called that we are currently in? It is the month of July. Nice job if you remember that. Yes, we are in one of our summer months here in Washington. All right, and does anyone know what day of the week it is? I'll give a hint. It starts with the letter M, and it's the day that comes after Sunday. So that was actually 2 hints. It starts with the letter M, and it's the day that comes after Sunday. Let's see if you can find it in our gray bar at the top of our calendar, our monthly calendar. Today is a Monday. Nice job. It is a Monday in July. All right. And the last time we talked, it was actually this guy. It was the 16th, but Friday came, or we didn't see each other on this day or this day or this day. So we didn't see each other on the 17th, 18th, or the 19th, but today it is actually the 20th. The 20th. So today is Monday, July 20th, 2020. We are in the year 2020. All right, thank you for following along with our calendar talk for today. All right, boys and girls, we are going to get started with today's math lesson. It is first going to start with a story that I'm going to share. So you should see my screen in just a second. Okay, so our story is called Nina has, let me point to it, Nina has 19 family members. So 19, can you imagine having 19 family members? All right, so remember, this is what 19 looks like. All right, let's begin. This is Nina. She needs to get her house ready for her 19 family members. First, Nina needs 19 beds for her family. All right, look at all 19 beds. Wow, I can't even imagine. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. She has all 19 beds. Next, Nina needs 19 chairs for her family. So not only does she need 19 beds, but she needs 19 chairs for all of her family to sit. All right, so we have, count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And last one down there. She's got 19 chairs. Nina needs 19 toothbrushes for her family members. All right, we're not going to count this time just for the sake of time, but yeah, everyone needs a toothbrush in her family, which makes sense. So 19 of them. Now Nina needs 19 towels for her family. Towels are also important, right? So they also need towels. All right, she has 19 towels. Nina has everything she needs for her family. Oh, let's read this speech bubble. It says, Nina, did you remember to get food? Uh-oh. Make that almost everything, she says. All right, so here's her big family of 19 people. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to move on to our learning target. I'm going to make it nice and big for you. All right, it says learning target. I can find the number 19, count 19 items, write the number 19, and make a group with 19. Wow, okay. So just a reminder, just because, or it's spelled out, but that's what 19 looks like when you write it with numbers. So I can find the number 19, count 19 items, write the number 19, and make a group with 19. All right, so that's our learning target for tonight, or today. All right, it says this is the number 19. It has 2 digits, a 1 and a 9. So it has a 1 and a 9, and together it makes 19. So that's how we write 19 with numbers. And again, this is how you spell out 19. If you look really closely, it actually has the number, the spelled out version of 9 in it as well, which is pretty cool. All right. When I count, I say the number 19 after the number 18. All right, count with me and notice when you say 19 or what comes before it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So what comes before it? 18, and then we say 19. Nice job. All right. This says, there are 19 grandmas. I touch each one as I count. Yeah, so that's a great technique when we're counting. It's really smart to touch them as you count. All right, so I'm gonna be the person that touches it and you can count since we're kind of working through a screen right now. All right, count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We got all 19 grandmas. All right, so this says, which group has 19 toothbrushes? And then it says, do you know how many are in the other groups? So in this case, I just want you to count each group. We'll just focus on this one first and let me know how many there are, and then we will count all of them, okay? So we're not too worried about specifically finding 19. I just want us to count each group and see how many there are. All right, I'll give you some time to count, and I'll be counting too. All right, for this first group, what did you get? Did you get 15 like I did? That's how many I got. All right, nice job. Let's move on to this group over here. Let me know how many there are in that group. Here, I should zoom in next time. I'll make sure to do that. All right, what did you get this time for this group right here? I got 18. Did you get 18 as well? Nice job. All right, let's move on to this group down here, and I'm gonna zoom in this time so you can see it nice and big. How many toothbrushes are in this group right here? I got, see if you got the same number as me, I got 14. Did you count 14 toothbrushes? Nice job. All right, we're moving on to our last group right here. Oh no, I touched the wrong button. We're moving on to the last group right here. I'm gonna choose a green this time. How many toothbrushes are in this group? All right, how many did you get? I counted 19 toothbrushes in that group. We counted 19. All right, here's our finished work. Nice job, class, or nice job, students who were joining me. So it looks like our initial question was which group has 19 toothbrushes? It ended up being the last group that we counted. 19 toothbrushes right there. Nice job, class. I did it again. I wish we were a class. All right, so it says, can you put 19 chairs on the house? Count as you move each one. All right, so I'm moving these chairs over, and I hope that you can help me count them. All right, so as I'm moving them over, count with me, please. 1, 2, 3. That one turned a little funky. Oh no. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh, that one's so tiny. Ooh. After 14 comes 15, 16, 17, 18. After 18 comes 19. All right, we got all of the chairs in the house. Nice job. Thanks for counting along with me. All right, now this one says, can you put 19 pillows on the bed? Count as you move each pillow. All right, so let's start counting as we're moving these pillows. Remember, count with me as I am moving them, okay? All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. After 18 comes 19. Nice job. Thank you for counting along. Look how full that bed is, full of pillows. I guess that's what 19 pillows will do to a bed, huh? Definitely cover it up. All right, so this time I want you to skywrite with me. We are going to practice writing the number 19. So as I am tracing or copying it down from the instructions, make sure you're skywriting with me. Remember, skywrite, you're going to use your 2 fingers and draw in the sky. The number 19, it says, is just like making a 1 and a 9. So guess what? If you know how to write a 1 and a 9, you already know how to write 19, which is awesome. To make the number 1, start at the top and go straight down to the bottom line. Okay, so start at the top and go straight down to the bottom line. Nice job. Then it says to make the number 9, start at the green dot, which is at the top, curve around, hitting the center line, then make a circle. All right, so let's do that. It says start at the top, curve around, hitting the center line, then make a circle. So it's not a perfect circle, but it's a circle, kind of. Close it up and then make a straight line down, stopping at the bottom line. So we're going to close up our circle and go straight down to the bottom line. So there is our number 19. All right, last part. It says, now turn to a friend or whoever may be around you and tell them how many sisters there are. So we're focusing on the sisters first. How many sisters are there in this group? So I'll give you some time to count. I'll be counting too. All right, how many did you get? Not sure why that showed up, sorry. I wish I could ask you and hear what your answer was, but I got 19. All right, next part, it says, now, how many brothers are there? So now let's look at this next group. How many brothers are there in this group? Oh, it's so cute. They're holding little frogs, it looks like. So count, how many brothers are there? How many brothers are there? All right, check your answer with me. I got 19 brothers. Wow, how crazy. It would be 19 sisters and 19 brothers. That would be one big family. 19 people in your family in general would be a lot of people. All right, so that is the end of our little lesson, our little activity. Thank you for joining me today. We really talked about the number 19 a lot today. So if you remember our learning target, it was I can find the number 19, count 19 items, which we definitely counted a lot of things, or write the number 19, which I hope you skywrited with me, and make a group with 19. We didn't get to do that so much, but we were able to bring over pillows and chairs into things as we were counting. So hopefully that we made a group of 19. All right, so maybe if you want some extra practice, find some things and count all the way up to 19 or even higher or whatever. Just have some fun counting some things around your house. All right, I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos a nuestra tercera semana de aprendizaje. ¿Cómo lo pasaron el fin de semana? ¿Disfrutaron? Me alegro mucho. Esta semana comenzaremos otra vez con los números, a practicar para estar listos para cuando vuelvan a la escuela. Así que necesitan un papel y un lápiz o un marcador
y una pizarrita si es que tienen para poder trabajar conmigo. ¿Están listos? Aquí vamos. Entonces, niñas y niños, comenzamos con nuestro calendario como todos los días. Todavía estamos en el mismo mes, ¿recuerdan? En el mes de julio. Vamos a cambiar el color. En el mes de julio. Y como sabemos, julio está en la estación de verano, donde ya hace calor y podemos disfrutar, jugar afuera, ir a la playa, jugar en el lago. ¿Y en qué año estamos? Aquí nos dice, estamos en el año 2020. La semana pasada terminamos nuestras clases el día jueves 16 de julio. El viernes 17 de julio no tuvimos clase. Sábado, que fue el fin de semana, 18 de julio, 19 de julio. Por lo tanto, ayer fue domingo y hoy es lunes. Si hoy es lunes, ayer fue domingo 19, un día más es hoy lunes, tenemos que agregarle un día más, 19 más 1. ¿Qué día será? ¿Qué creen ustedes? Exactamente, lo tenemos aquí. Hoy es lunes 20 de julio. Pero, como siempre, tenemos que seguir nuestra secuencia, que es pez, cangrejo, delfín. Seguimos el patrón todo el tiempo. A ver, veamos qué nos toca hoy. Acompáñenme. Pez, cangrejo, delfín. 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 Pez, cangrejo. Excelente. Nos toca el cangrejo el día de hoy. Por lo tanto, hoy es lunes 20 de julio del año 2020. Si hoy nos tocó cangrejo, ¿qué nos tocará mañana? Mañana lo veremos. ¿Ya todos tienen papel y lápiz? Ok, vamos a comenzar. La semana pasada tuvimos una semana de 4 días aprendiendo juntos, ¿recuerdan? Pues hoy les doy la bienvenida a nuestra semana de aprendizajes. La semana pasada aprendimos a conectar la cantidad con el número correspondiente. ¿Recuerdan? Cuando contábamos los objetos decíamos aquí hay 5, lo voy a conectar con el número 5. También contamos diciendo el nombre de cada número para poder practicar. ¿Recuerdan? Decíamos 1, 2, 3, 4 y 5. Y entendimos que cuando contamos el último número es el total. Si decimos hay 5 dedos, decimos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 y el último número que decimos al contar es el total. ¿Recuerdan? Y también aprendimos que al agregar uno más es como seguir contando al siguiente número, como seguir una secuencia. Si decimos 5 y le agrego uno más, es 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 y 6, el número que continúa. Pues veamos qué vamos a aprender esta semana. Nuestra meta de hoy es, podremos contestar la pregunta, ¿cuántos hay o cuántas hay? Esa va a ser nuestra meta de hoy, poder contar y decir, ¿cuántas hay? Luego de que terminemos de contar para ver nuestro total. Y podremos contar objetos en distinto orden. ¿Cómo será eso? A lo mejor vienen un poco desordenadas y vamos a ser capaces de contestarlas de todas formas. ¿Están listos? Ok, entonces comencemos con nuestra primera actividad. Miren estos pececitos. ¿Qué nos está diciendo? Vamos a cambiar nuestro lápiz para poder escribir. Y vamos a usar el color azul. Nos está diciendo que contemos estos peces para ver cuántos hay. Estos peces de color naranjo. Ayúdenme a contar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Este tiene 5. ¿Cuántos tendrá este de acá abajo? ¿Qué creen ustedes? ¿Más o menos? ¿Menos? ¿Más? ¿Cómo podemos saber? Vamos a contarlos. Vamos a ponerle números a estos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aquí hay 5 peces. Vamos a ver aquí. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. ¿Cada vez hay más? Oh, no, parece que los volví a contar porque están en otro orden. Mejor les ponemos números para no equivocarnos. 1, 2, 3, 4 y 5. Este también tiene 5, por lo tanto, este conjunto de peces y este conjunto de peces son iguales. ¿Qué creen ustedes con el último? ¿Son iguales? ¿Tiene más o tiene menos? Veamos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Los volví a contar otra vez. Pongámosles números mejor. 1, 2, 3, 4 y 5. Son iguales. Excelente. Quiere decir que los tres conjuntos tienen la misma cantidad, aunque están ordenados de distinta forma. Estos están todos así en una hilera. Estos tiene 3 arriba, 2 abajo y este tiene 1 arriba y 4 abajo. Pero de todas formas, todos tienen 5. Excelente. Vamos con el próximo. ¿Están listos? Pues aquí vamos. Oh, pero antes tenemos que contestar la pregunta. Nuestra pregunta era, ¿cuántos peces hay? Ahora ustedes léanla conmigo y recuerden que tiene signo de pregunta, por lo tanto mi voz tiene que cambiar haciendo una pregunta. ¿Están listos? ¿Cuántos peces hay? Y respondemos, hay, ¿cuántos habían? ¿Recuerdan? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hay 5 peces en total. Lean ustedes conmigo. Hay 5 peces en total. Excelente trabajo. Veamos qué nos toca hacer ahora. Ahora vamos con los pulpos. ¿Cuál tendrá más? ¿Este o este? Pareciera que el de abajo tiene más. Veamos cuántos son. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Tienen que avisarme cuándo paro de contar, si es un círculo. Los vamos a marcar muy bien para no equivocarnos. Y les vamos a poner números también. 1, 2, 3, 4 pulpos, 5, 6, 7. Este tiene 8 pulpos. Cuando los pongo los números, así no me equivoco y no los vuelvo a contar. A veces los podemos contar 2 veces si no los marcamos. Entonces, en total hay 8 pulpos en este conjunto. Vamos a ver el siguiente. ¿Están listos? Pues vamos a marcar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. ¿Cuántos pulpos hay en total? 8 pulpos. ¿Pero por qué? Yo pienso que uno se ve como que tuviera más que el otro. ¿Qué creen ustedes? ¿Cuál es la diferencia? Exactamente, están ordenados de forma diferente. Un conjunto está ordenado en círculos y el otro está ordenado en filas. Es por eso que pareciera que uno tiene más, pero tienen exactamente la misma cantidad. Nuestra pregunta, recuerden, yo leo, ustedes escuchan y después leemos juntos. ¿Están listos? Ok. Signo de pregunta. ¿Cuántos pulpos hay? Ahora lean ustedes conmigo. ¿Cuántos pulpos hay? y contestamos de la siguiente forma. Hay, ¿cuántos habían? ¿Recuerdan? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pulpos. Hay 8 pulpos en total. Me dice es. Vamos a poner en total. Excelente. Ahora lean conmigo. Hay 8 pulpos en total. Muy bien. Nuestro siguiente ejercicio. ¡Ah! Un descanso. ¡Qué entretenido! Nuestra adivinanza del día. Les voy a dar una pista antes de comenzar. Esta semana nuestras adivinanzas tienen que ver con animalitos. ¿Les gustan los animales? A mí me encantan y mi animal favorito es el perro. Así que vamos a ver qué dice nuestra adivinanza. Yo leo, ustedes escuchan. Después leemos todos juntos. Vamos a pensar a ver si adivinamos qué animalito nos toca hoy. Voy a leer yo primero, escuchen. Adivinanza del día. Orejas largas, rabo cortito, corro y salto muy ligerito. ¿Qué será? Lean conmigo ahora. Adivinanza del día. Orejas largas, rabo cortito, corro y salto muy ligerito. Y aquí dice nuestra pregunta, ¿quién soy? ¿Quién será? ¿Qué creen ustedes? ¡Ah! Puede ser. ¿Están listos para descubrir? A ver si están en lo correcto. Es un... Ahí se le ven las orejas, las orejas. Es un conejito, claro. Tiene orejas largas, tiene su rabo cortito, corre y salta muy ligerito. Muy ligero quiere decir que es muy rápido. Excelente. Y seguimos con nuestra siguiente actividad. Nuestra pregunta ahora es, vamos a cambiar nuestro lápiz. ¿Cuál es un grupo de 3? Lean conmigo ahora, poniendo nuestra voz como pregunta. ¿Cuál es un grupo de 3? ¿Cuál de las tortugas tiene un grupo de 3? ¿Este o este? ¿Cómo podemos saberlo? Claro, tenemos que contarlos. ¿Están listos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. ¿Qué? ¿Que me detenga? ¿Por qué? Oh, me pasé otra vez. Contemos. Les vamos a poner los números aquí arribita. 1, 2, 3, 4 y 5. ¿Es este un grupo de 3? No, este es un grupo de 5. Veamos este. 1, 2, ups, ¿qué pasó con mi 2? Y 3. ¿Es este un grupo de 3? Perdón, exactamente, este es un grupo de 3. Lo vamos a encerrar en un círculo. Este es el grupo de 3. Buen trabajo. Nuestra siguiente pregunta. Yo leo, ustedes escuchan y después leemos todos juntos. ¿Listos? Otra vez signo de pregunta. ¿Cuál es un grupo de 5? ¿Listos? Leamos todos. ¿Cuál es un grupo de 5? ¿Será este o será este? ¿Cuál de los tiburones tiene un grupo de 5? Veamos. Los vamos a contar. 1, 2, 3. ¿Este es un grupo de 5? No, no lo es. Veamos el siguiente. 1, 2, 3, 4 y 5. Este sí es un grupo de 5 tiburones. ¿Y qué podemos observar en esta página? Exactamente, este grupo de 5 es igual a este grupo de 5 tortuguitas, solo que con un animalito diferente. pero este grupo es igual a este porque tiene 5. Claro, este también es igual al otro porque son 3 y 3. Y eso es lo que tienen en común. Aunque sean distintos objetos, este tiene 3 tortugas y 3 tiburones. Y este tiene 5 tortugas y 5 tiburones, pero son equivalentes, tienen la misma cantidad. Buen trabajo. Pero ahora ya lo sabemos. Llegó la hora de despedirnos. ¿Cómo pasó tan rápido? Vamos a repasar. ¿Qué aprendimos hoy? ¿Recuerdan? Hay una pregunta, por lo tanto mi voz cambia. ¿Qué aprendimos hoy? Y respondemos. Hoy aprendimos a contar para responder la pregunta ¿cuántos hay? ¿Recuerdan? ¿Cuántos peces hay? ¿Cuántos pulpos hay? Y contar objetos en distinto orden. Recuerdan, algunos estaban en círculo, algunos estaban en filas, otros pueden estar en columnas o simplemente en desorden por todos lados. Aún así, los podemos contar y los podemos marcar para no equivocarnos. Mañana repasaremos la misma pregunta. ¿Cuál es nuestra pregunta? ¿Cuántos hay? Pero con números hasta el 10. Así que a practicar en casa. Recuerden, pueden usar juguetes para contar los legos, cualquier tipo de cosas, frutas en casa y las van contando para practicar. Por ahora es todo, así que nos vemos mañana. Adiós, chao.